I forgot what we
Oh, right, this fucking sand area.
You rescued the son, the new king of...
No,
the Son and the Holy
we
Ghost.
we rescued the sand.
We rescued the
The father, the sand, and the holy.
Who wants to be Yona?
Not me.
I'm okay. Sometimes it still hurts, but that fish medicine you got helps a lot. I don't know what. I've just gone with it.
Knife is just the expert for infant voices.
Yep, that's me.
Good.
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 Dad. Are you going to stay here tonight, or are you gonna fuck off and go kill some sheep like you do every other night?
Damn, how did she know?
I can't stay tonight. I gotta go to the store and get more cigarettes. But Dad, there aren't any stores.
No, it's okay. I found a store in the desert. It's really far away. Okay, let's throw our book.
Yeah, I'm gonna be gone all night.
and the next night, actually. Okay, let's throw her a bone because I know she got ass cancer or whatever.
Yay! Dad's gonna stay home tonight.
This is peak.
I can be a regular child.
This is peak. Don't want to wake up the person next door voice. Easy on that. You'll hurt something.
Yeah, I'll hurt my voice doing this voice. Tee-hee! I don't care. I'm just happy I get to see you.
It's late. You should go to bed.
Okay, night, Dad.
You should go to bed.
And then you wake up and she's gone.
Forever.
I hear a voice. I squint and see a wait, hold on a second. Oh. It's that part.
It's that part?
I squint to see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with a hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. Oh, that's our technical problems with Cyril just a moment ago. I can't.
Yeah, for sure feels like way. Also, Stan, if you are trying to say anything, we haven't heard anything from you in like.
I haven't said anything because I'm just. Ugh.
Ah,
He's just taking it all in.
Ah, the good old. I can relate. I try to leave, but something about. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try to do my shitty Max Payne voice.
Oh,
I didn't like the way the show started. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face expressionless as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S, then there's an E, and then there's an X. What could that mean? I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. Navy sealed verse. Oh no. They're making a near cinematic universe. Oh my god. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for. The key to saving my little girl. It even has a watermark. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. D-R-E-A-M.
I have no idea what that means.
I tell the boy to fuck off. I don't watch Minecraft YouTubers. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? Let's move again. faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it, I can't make it out. I want to scream. Ah! I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words.
Forest of Mytho.
What a force of myth, Mark. What a force of myth, Mark.
It's the forestess of the forests.
Whoa, that was a messed up dream. They didn't even have enough money to show it. I never thought I'd be hunting sealed verses in there.
In his dream or in the forest?
Oh,
Morning, Dad.
Hey,
Hey.
What's wrong? You look all tired, and you have these weird black circles under your eyes.
well, you see, Yona, when you're tired, you have a tendency to rub your eyes, and actually, the tissue around your eyes is actually very sensitive, and it causes, which leads to bleeding, which leads to weird black circles. Never rub your eyes for the rest of your life.
Well, it's pretty fucked up, Dad.
Anyway, it's nothing. I had a strange dream, and I didn't sleep very well.
Oh, I have weird dreams all the time. Like one time, I thought I was in this thing called a Let's Play. I was playing a video game. It was wild.
What is a
Fucked
video
up.
game?
I know.
Actually, I had a totally weird dream last night.
Did you now?
There was a boy and me, and we were playing this game together.
This is literally like what you were just said a moment ago. What kind of game?
Well, it's this game called Nier Automata.
Near guess the word. That's the next game.
You guessed the word. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
Gamer. What does gamer mean, Dad? How did it work?
Dad, what does Kantian feminism mean?
You'll figure it out when you're older. I'll tell you about it later.
The boy was Mr. Disorder all along. Well, the boy would move his mouth, but no words would come out. So I had to guess what he was trying to say.
Mr. Dream Order.
Mr. Dreamwood. It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek. We had to play his dumb game instead.
This is a little too close to
I knew it was I knew it was a dumb game because it was made by this guy called Yoko.
Damn.
What did he say?
I don't know.
Thank you.
All I could
It said, "Thank you for buying Nier. This way, I can buy even more drinks for the weekend and the work days. Did you know that I show up at work drunk, and I generally act like an asshole to my co-workers? He doesn't actually, but that's the narrative I'm trying to push. Okay."
Is it, dude?
See, this narrative can be found in The Forest of Myth.
Dude, Yoko Taro has hidden evidence of him being a fucking asshole to his developers in his own game. It wasn't even the devs who put in incriminating evidence to spite him. He put it in himself.
He's trying to own up to it. Okay.
It's a really hidden confession.
But he said he'd be back, so I go to study. Then I can figure out everything and win.
Hidden confetti.
You're gonna help me study, right, Dad?
Yeah, sure.
hey,
And this is where Papa Nier reveals that he doesn't actually know his times tables.
If by study you mean get the fuck out of here.
A melon.
Damn, we were talking about
Melon?
Just one melon.
we were in facade a moment ago, and now we talk about melons.
Melons are serious business.
Full of nutrition and healthy goodness.
But I don't want the healthy goodness. I want the unhealthy goodness.
Well, everyone knows that melons are the the quintessential part of any balanced diet. So at least if you're gonna eat the unhealthy stuff, eat the melon to balance it out. That's why it's called a balanced diet.
Listen, it's like
Sorry, nerd, but I don't believe in balance.
it's
I
like
only play purposefully overpowered.
I don't believe in balance. I'm not a radical centrist.
I'm not a druid. The fuck is wrong with you?
I was just trying to think, as opposed to a balanced diet, what's an overpowered diet?
Steroids, I guess.
Meat only.
Yeah, I was gonna say just eggs.
Eggs. I have been eating more eggs recently.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
How's that making you feel?
Motherfucking eggies, huh?
pretty good. Pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
No,
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
you're saying.
saying?
No, I don't know what you're saying. I don't want to learn what you're saying. Please
Alright,
then.
stop.
Dearest Toyota Popola. I hope this letter finds you.
Toyota Popola.
Toyota Corolla.
I'm writing a host and bringing to your attention a certain Dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. I was hoping I might be Dream able to get your advice, Dream, on the matter. Recently, there have been Dream reports of Dream of a certain Dream, of Dream, Evil Dream, Empty Dream, Cursed Dream, Evil Dream, Words, Dream,
Yeah?
and Dream,
Yeah, game?
Someone,
That's my favorite kind of dream.
In a small village.
The mayor of a small village.
USA.
The Force of Myth. The Force
Oh my
of
god, it's just like the
Mythbusters.
dream.
It's just like the dream, a Force of Myth dream. They're a bright and talkative group of people. Something like this is very out of character for him. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, we were talking about Star Wars. I guess this is our shitty Star Wars game.
I got it.
Yeah, if you rearrange the letters in near, you actually get Star Wars.
This is like the fucking.
You actually get Star World.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
That reminds me of that time I had a dream about a town that had a town that one had a bunch of snakes, two had a premiere, had like an event premiere for a movie called Star Galaxies, and it was like this movie that was both high effort and low effort at the same time. Like, for instance, the movie started off with like a battle, like classic like fucking battle between like, you know, the Nod Rebellion versus Nod's Empire. So you got a bunch of stormtroopers, etc., shooting each other. Now the thing is, the spaceship in which that took place was a swimming pool. Like, it was obviously a swimming pool. But there's a shot where it's implied the spaceship like got hit from the outside, and the whole place and the entire fucking pool room is rocking. Like, they made the entire, like, you have the water like swing, etc. Like, they managed to take the entire room and fucking like shake it up for the sake of the movie. So that's high effort.
Shake it. Huh?
And there were also moments. And there were also moments where there were also random moments where like someone would say something, and there would be like multiple like stormtroopers or whatever standing there, like officers, and then just before it cut, like 4 people would just corpse right there. They just start laughing. It was a fucking weird movie. Also, there were like a dozen women cosplaying as 2B for some reason during the premiere.
What? Okay, that sounds made up. That part sounds made up.
No, I'm not actually fucking lying. That was in the dream. I am not.
I see Yoko Taro's subliminal messaging
And that trip was-
continues to be effective.
And that trip was from multiple fucking years ago.
That's pretty fucked up, I gotta say.
You really should be ashamed of yourself.
I see, so what you're saying is Yoko Taro actually reached into your dream and stole the design of 2B.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Only a truly disordered mind could create such a such a character.
I love the fact that I love the fact that Legacy of Kaine just randomly spawns in.
Yeah.
Legacy of Kaine.
Kaine West, yeah. I should have probably bought some healing items before going out here. Oh well, doesn't matter.
No, just no hit run.
just get good.
Just don't be bad, lol.
Just don't be bad. Just be yourself.
I don't know about that one. I think there's a very big difference between not being bad and not being yourself, you know? Like, I'm just saying, okay? Let's not get too...
Wait,
let's not get too far ahead of yourselves.
Wait, there was a guy just sitting there.
Sure is quiet here.
What's the deal with
Such
that?
silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm sure of it.
But it's not
That's what I
silent. We can
love
hear
about
the
you guys.
melodramatic piano music.
Such an optimist. That's cheap.
It's right there.
Beware, you're in for a scare. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
no.
dun, dun. Da-da-da.
Bum, 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 bum.
Contagious words. This
really is fucking Metal Gear Solid. What the fuck?
is
You ain't seen nothing yet.
is this just the fucking? This is like a hack singularity where Yoko Taro is able to rip off things before and after they were made.
Like I said, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Well, you see, much like how he reached into your mind to pull out the desire to be, he reached into Kojima's mind to get the plot of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Human's Mind is such a fun series.
Sorry, what did you say?
Kojima's Mind is such a fun series.
Oh yeah, I love Kojima's mind. I'm dizzy.
Love the perpetual screams in his mind as well.
We heard something. Imagine Freeman's
It's just
mind.
the snake death screams.
Imagine Freeman's mind, but just constant screaming. We heard
So that
something.
one episode.
Yeah, I don't remember which one. So we came to see if we could help. Huh?
Yeah.
It's been eons since I've seen the original Freeman's Mind.
Oh, it's great.
Wow.
It's been years.
If you could speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream. How's that again? The villager the past weeks a mysterious DC called the Death Dream. What a fucking name. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that that dream was spread from person to person by spoken word, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly. Now listen here, Buster. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream? Well, yes, I think you have. Oh, oh man.
What's
Stand
what?
next to the death dream.
Why does this read like us shitposting the dialogue? What?
Before the
What?
We're being gaslighted. Holy shit.
We are.
Before the mayor could confirm Dizzy's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage. Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. Inconceivable. I don't even recall falling asleep. The mayor attempted to take Vice's complaints in stride. That's just how the death dream works, he said, brushing aside the book's remarks. My remarks shall not be brushed aside, fool, and will behoove you to remember that this world allows me to feel all of its narration.
Alright, I'll do Vice.
Okay. The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Dizzy had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village. Who wants to be the mayor? No visuals now.
Dan.
Dan, you're the
What?
mayor.
Something there must have coached you to enter my dream, said the mayor.
Oh yeah.
a certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Dizzy and Vice racked their brains but could find no easy solutions. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
I hate to give you Kotaro credit, but this is actually pretty funny. The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Dizzy like a contagion. Wait, said Dizzy suddenly. Did someone just say contagion?
Yes, I believe so. What is it?
Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process.
Well, he must have said something, right?
Asked the mayor.
Some specific combination of words. What was it?
It was about dreams.
It was about...
Or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it?
Deep?
Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. You know what, Knife, you can do the narration, huh?
Okay. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few moments of thought, Dizzy's face suddenly lit up.
I remember.
He said,
Those who dream. The flesh of fallen angels. That's what he said. I'm sure of it.
At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Dizzy.
That sounds right.
He said as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground.
My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep.
The mayor shook his head, his one pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper.
The last month I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream.
He said.
I mean, I'm the mayor. Right. It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams.
I'm the mayor. I'm the mayor, baby.
I'm the mayor, baby! Zimmer paused, a grimace crossing his face.
I should probably be taking notes or something.
Vice immediately fired back.
I applaud the force of will it takes to research the disease in your dreams.
He said.
But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it.
Zimmer's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping it off at the tip.
Oh, Vice really...
But just the tip.
Just the tip. Vice is really getting in on it. He's really in for it now.
I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it.
He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing.
Oh, hitting a little close to home now, aren't we?
My village was beautiful.
He said to nobody in particular.
And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like somebody took a sponge and sucked all the colors out of our lives.
Punch.
I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free.
His voice took on a note of steely determination.
I won't stop trying until it happens.
Dizzy nodded in agreement.
Huh? Wait a second, I did nod. Why are you... Look, if we can... Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Look, if we can be of any help,
Said Dizzy.
just ask. Now hold on, I did not just say that.
Silence!
Cried Vice.
Miami Vice.
My Dizzy Grimoire looked from Dizzy to the mayor and back again, his face filled with confidence.
Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes?
The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face.
Oh my god! You're
said-
right! You're right! I had no idea you were coming!
The human imagination is a limitless engine, and
Said
dreams are
Vice.
the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out.
Thank you.
Says the mayor.
I don't know how I can repay you.
Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place.
The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like.
The Mayor Sunderland.
Good luck, you two.
He called out to the departing forms of Dizzy and Vice.
We're all counting on you, you jackasses.
As Dizzy suddenly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. He'd just been in this place before. I understood. And he knew it was his time to go. I saw these methods before.
I have... Deja vu. I have played this game before. Higher on the street.
Good. This is darkened as he trudged through the forest.
This is Darkwood darkened.
Shh. I know how to read words. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident that he could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But once again, he was a terrible, shitty father, and there was nothing he could do the deeper they went. The mist made it difficult to see more their foot in any direction. Moss-covered rocks were determined to twist his ankle. God.
If you want, I can.
More
If
than
you want, I
once.
can take over.
No, it's okay. I just need a drink. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on the old bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on anything he touched. God, I'll just do it in my normal voice. Additionally, Weiss was providing a spectacularly poor traveling companion, unhindered by either. Yes, unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time arguing, urging Dizzy. God, urging Dizzy to pick up the pace, and grumbling about their slow progress.
Now, if you're doing okay, your grasp of the English language is slipping by the minute.
It is. Look,
Knife, are
this is
you
what happens
okay?
when you try to eat
Okay.
in.
You okay, Knife?
Okay, that's. Are you? Knife,
I
are
don't
you
even
okay?
know. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Dizzy snapped.
You think we could get Michael Jackson on the
Understandable.
show? I think we should ask him.
I think it's
No.
definitely possible.
You know what, Vice?
He cried.
Go to hell. We're stopping. I need a rest for a few minutes before I throw up.
Dizzy leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back.
How can this stupid forest be so goddamn big? Like my
He muttered
dick.
to himself. The forest was so big that they did not have the budget to actually render it, thus necessitating this entire dream sequence. The moment the words doubled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. As if infuriated by his lack of respect, every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss rolled out with a volume that rattled his teeth. Dizzy slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard.
Vice! What the hell is going on?
Dizzy could see Weiss's mouth moving. God, that's a tongue twister. But he might as well have been shouting in a tornado.
Tornado. Tornado.
Tornado.
Tornado.
Ah, el tornado. Das Insecto Tornado Diabolico.
Das Insecto.
The forest howled.
The foresto howlinato, subtitulado en español.
And then, just as Dizzy's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound dismissed.
No, wait, go ahead, sorry.
Hesitantly, Dizzy removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods.
Awooga! Homina. Shik.
As the insect symphony dimmed another decimal, Dizzy began detecting patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise. It's something else. This is
Hush
advanced
noise.
white noise.
Oh, okay, that works too.
The insects were just calling out. They were asking a question.
Oh shit, the Discounter Kiera soundtrack is flaring up. You know shit's about to go down. One with it suffers. Two with it is ideal. Three with it is dangerous. What is it? Cyril.
My pages. Is this a riddle?
I guess so. This kind of thing happens a lot in dreams, right? Maybe it's the key to getting out of this place.
Then I leave it to you to answer.
Okay, piece of shit book, useless motherfucking paperback.
One with it suffers. Two with it is ideal. Three with it is dangerous. What is it?
These nuts. A woman.
Yeah, I see. I nearly said a woman earlier. Oh, god damn it! I knew it.
I gotta. There are plenty of things in this world that can be difficult to handle, but only one can trap me to my wit's end.
And you tell me this isn't a good game.
This is a game of ups and downs, and the highs are really high. It's a woman. What's a woman? Boom, boom, boom. What's a woman? What's a woman?
Weiss's mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the world suddenly shifted.
The world suddenly shitted. Rin rin wah, rin rin wah.
Ring, ring, wah, ring, ring, wah.
When Dizzy came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of the insects. The cries of the insects were creating words that he had heard somewhere else before.
Ah, that's.
One with it suffers.
You're fucking kidding me. This is bullshit.
Oh, you did answer wrong, so what do you expect exactly?
Oh. Ah. No, yeah, it's a secret.
It's... What else would it be?
These nuts.
Don't you mean
Your mouth?
disease?
It could literally be these nuts. 2 of it is ideal, 3 of it is dangerous.
True. You never want to have 3 nuts. In Woodley Forest, his advice left the task of nuts to him. Dizzy sighed, and he gave the only answer that made sense.
It's secret. ER, my favorite TV show, right?
No, you idiot, it's a woman. Why would you think it was the secret? You foolish man.
Honestly, if the game did that, I'd fucking respect that.
No matter what answer you pick, it's wrong. It's always the other answer that you don't pick. Something opening a new path.
Okay. Oh no, wait, sorry.
These forest anthropods are making a road for us.
This advice with Lee. Pleased with passing the test, Dizzy moved on with no intensity.
His nuts swaying gently in the breeze.
The path offered his body relief from the underground, but there was even greater cheer in his mind. Fuck God. As long as they were on a path, their journey had purpose.
I guess the forest said accept. Fuck. The Maxime voice is hard. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh?
Said Dizzy after a bit. Weiss spun to face his companion.
Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you us can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads.
Haha, good forest. Pets the tree.
As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, Dizzy picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water.
Good heavens,
Said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words.
This bullshit again.
I enter through the window, but I break no glass. When night falls, I vanish.
The sunlight.
What am I?
The sunlight.
A woman!
Absurdly
Am I
easy.
right, fellas?
Absurdly easy.
Back
Now
to
answer
Weiss.
it. Now answer it.
Dizzy gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one's pretty easy.
These nuts. Fuck.
I'm gold.
And by a bird, I mean a woman.
As we all know, women pass through solid matter. That's why they're so hard to find. They're so slippery. Women have the property of water.
Well, you know what they say: slippery when the women are slippery when wet.
Fucking 10 out of 10. We're stopping this playthrough. We've reached the peak. Sunlight.
A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume. creating a shimmering rainbow that spans the entire horizon.
Okay, does someone... No, if you've done great. Do you still want to do this voice? If you want...
I mean, I won't say no if someone wants to take over the general narration.
Stan, you wanna take the narration? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'll do the.
He said it.
Terrible.
He says it best.
I'll do the narration. Either of you can decide if you want to do Nier.
I'll take over Papa Nier.
Okay, that works.
In all my years,
Said Vice softly.
I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place.
Hey, look!
Cried Dizzy, awakening Vice from his daze.
There's a house or something over there.
Glancing.
See, I
into
see.
the-
I'm playing him as brother Nier. Yeah, so
I
we get
see.
the full experience.
The full experience. Yeah, that's the objectively best way to play Nier. He just randomly changes age. Dancing into
Dude,
the-
a fucking Nier randomizer, but it randomizes when you go into a different room, whether you're Papa Nier or brother Nier. That's all that changes.
That would be fucking great. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the land trees. Or the
The
land.
land trees.
The laddies. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here?
A wheelchair in a forest? Dizzy walked over and pounded on the door with his giant bar sack. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist.
Whoa, Yoko is that you?
Began Dizzy. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began telling another fucking riddle. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. What am I? Dizzy tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question.
If we wish to engage this man in conversation,
Said Vice.
it seems we must answer his riddle.
Yeah, I suppose.
Said Dizzy.
At least it's an easy one. The answer's obviously a woman.
Honestly, Brother Neo sounds more and more like Shaggy. Zoinks Vice.
Yeah, he does. I was gonna say, he really does sound like Sagi. An angel.
Oh,
An angle.
I could be your angle or your devil.
Angle or you war devil. This is just SMT.
Well, this is a strange journey, am I right?
A man.
Lamau. Fucking raffle. The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Wrong. Oh, okay. Correct. Erect.
Erect.
With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. Yoko Taro. Oh,
Zoinks! You're the mayor!
cried Dizzy. The small man slowly shook his head. Alright, Stan.
I'm not the mayor, no. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself.
Wait, who's that?
You saw... Wait, you saw what? I'm sorry, I don't understand a thing you said.
It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now I must go to the man at the forest entrance.
With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him as Dizzy watched.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Get out of my house. Get out of my store! As Dizzy watched.
Get out of my cottage! I'm playing Minecraft.
As Dizzy watched, Mist. Oh, that's why it was all about Dream. As Dizzy watched, Mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. The man was so cringe, he could not perdure in this plane of existence anymore. When Dizzy and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against the tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them like eggs. Stan,
Mr. Mayor.
the man with a plan.
Good gravy. You made it. You actually made it back.
His left hand grasped Dizzy's and pumped it so fiercely. Okay, this is an easy joke to make here. It threatened to dish sludge from the socket. Oh, Jesus Christ. While his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air.
Like, it's a good thing I'm into this, man.
By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not.
The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head.
I'm so happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again.
Dizzy withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile.
Like, we broke the death trail's death dream seal. The death reel's dream.
Death reel. The death reel.
The death dreel's seam.
That sounds like a fucking like horror movie like a slasher movie parody. Beware the death reel. Oh, the movie's so terrible it kills you. The mayor's face beamed as Dizzy filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them lay down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Let's say it all together because we don't know who this is. On three. 1, 2, 3.
Wait a second.
Okay, on 3 again. 1, 2, 3.
God.
That's crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? That's one hell of a story.
Okay, that's Vice.
Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself.
Dizzy and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy salad.
Have you forgotten? It is words that control the death dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue.
But then it didn't. The story ended here. Thank you for playing Nier. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing.
Mayor.
The mayor.
It was the first time.
Begins the mayor.
I've been the first time. There was a place here.
Damn, that's also making me.
I think we're gonna go to sleep in real life right now.
God damn, Stan.
You sleep in the game, you sleep in real life.
Oh no!
If you sleep in the game, you sleep in the real world. The Nier Game of Sleep coming this summer. Actually, it's the end of summer. Shit. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. I don't know.
Do wish it isn't a year.
That just sounds like the episode.
What's the difference, really?
Once they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Dizzy shook the mayor's shoulder gently.
Like, good news, man.
He said.
We made it.
mayor.
Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did it! I'm back! He blinked once, twice, 3 times!
As though not quite believing the sight before him.
You two have no idea how much this means! The death stream had started to spread through our village. I wanted to. Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it. But I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream.
Easy on there, Griffith. With your dreams. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked. Then glanced at Dizzy and shrugged. Without a word, the fighter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet.
Real life takes some getting used to.
A wry smile crossed the mayor's lips.
You shall learn in short order, I am sure. For now, you should return to your home and rest.
No!
Said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet.
I can't! Some of the village is still trapped in a death dream. I have to save them.
The mayor slowly made his way to the vine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and waved silently.
This is a holy tree.
He explained once the prayer was finished.
It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition would only...
That's me, sorry.
Excuse
me. I have the book here. Superstition will only make our mission harder.
I just remember that fucking clip, that fucking mukbang clip from The Simpsons. We do it by the book. By book. The mayor shook his head.
No! The words! Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as the Sealed Verse.
Dizzy and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places.
Like Zoinks, that's exactly what we're looking for.
I say, this is certainly a stroke of luck.
As the three of them said their goodbyes, Dizzy mentioned the strange man who had given them the Celdredol and the mysterious world he had been left them with.
I once saw a version of you that was not you? What the fuck?
This is like the modernized version.
This mayor is much more raw about things.
Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment.
You know,
He said
it's a bit weird. But I think I've seen you fucking idiots before.
higher on the street. Dizzy tried to keep a straight face, it failed.
That was a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu! I've just been at this place before. I think
Oh,
What the
that's
fuck is...
This is always deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure some kind of illusion created by the death dream. Probably doesn't mean anything, though.
Dizzy made the mayor a nod and a smile. Just for him, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. Multi-track drifting. So, there's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what the hell was going on here.
No cat! Get the fuck out, fam!
Satredon, what proved to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. I could finally be chillin' and illin'.
Whoa.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know, ma'am. No cap, fam. Gotta go save my homies, man.
On God. Updated steel burst for real, for real. Some magical spice.
Damn,
Dark-
for real, for real, for real.
Are you ready to deck execute some bitches? Come on, Dizzy. You're Dizzy.
Oh. Zoe's for the receive first. That didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
You think too much, Weiss.
Scooby Vice. I think
Yeah,
someone...
he's just like jamming the Scooby snacks like between the pages. Boy,
Ellipses.
what a great video game we're playing.
Yeah,
I sure do like this video game with this engaging gameplay.
It was pretty fun, though. You can't say it wasn't pretty funny.
yeah, that actually was pretty cool.
Oh, right, yeah.
You have forfeited your right to speak.
It would appear that way, yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, don't stop, never
God.
stop, won't stop.
Please don't tell me we have to go back in there and have another like 15 minutes of just a black screen with some text. I'm good at this mind game crap. I'd rather be hit something in the face and be done with it.
This is some deep, subtle symbolism.
You wanna
right
shoot
there.
some
Truly,
motherfuckers.
Yoko Taro is making the gamer and you know the player feel just like the character for
was
that maximum synergy.
What was that chat word lines Stan just said? I want to shoot some bitches. Pow, pow.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Fuck off, I stop reading into our minds.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait. Interesting music.
I can narrate if you want.
No, I can do it. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of an absolute madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked under a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that stings without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes. And eternity sleeps by in the single tick of the clock. Someone knocks my prison. Knife.
Are you there?
I hear that familiar voice say, "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my idle mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. The other gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a log being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly clicks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man and a floating book just before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place?
I am Grimoire Weiss. This is Dizzy. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together.
I activate my stand. Near Replicate's original soundtrack. The one known as Dizzy stands at massive hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slowed with just to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of David Cage's second major hit game. I never thought to hear the rain again, I whisper.
Would that this were not such a terrible storm.
Said Grimoire Weiss.
Look at your feet.
At first my eyes open and see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Pretty sure that's Vice.
Yes, and more comes its moment with delay. If we do not make good for our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know that you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place.
Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I'm nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are like a maze, twisting apart themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and go down the only fucking direction. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous camping beds, resting atop a carpet of velvet, all covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless... I think there's gonna be a lot of fucking text to read.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that feeling as well.
Shoved against the side of the wall, despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the ass, it turns to dust and just the wind. Realization slowly dawns and I fall to my knees and weep. Oh, I gotta speak at that. Corpses. I face the mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dogs fall upon me. Someone has bowed these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I don't know. Sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain, but then my mind grasps the merciful blackness and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of dreams. Alright, guys. What's the...
Well, you just came from the south, so...
Oh, yeah.
At least...
I squint down the dim corridors. Martha. Squint down.
Good north again.
North. At the end of the path, the water to rest my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when someone pisses in my eye. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging out from the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person of the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One of them is wearing this thing called a wife-beater. Now what could that mean? One subject wears enough that particularly catches my eye. Constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt. A 4-strength, 4-stab leather belt of the most perfect construction. Ah! It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I'm struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a finger to the finger to the trigger, I'm gripped by a most unpleasant rhetorical question. Staring closely at the image, I see embedded shape into the warp of another figure. Something behind the pointing is pictured at me. Is it another prisoner, a fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the waiter. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there will be no rescue. This poor soul. Dead. Scraps the clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric can survive, but it features the same delicate design that would pick it up. I've been blocked from view by portraits of each victim at their pinnacle. Enough! Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors and go back to where I came. Let's try west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie on their sides in a dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine.
Hell yeah.
My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. First
Time to get fucking crunk.
The path of a few cups means nothing. The cast will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cock surrenders to my attack. And thick white liquid bursts forth from the hole. This is the wine. It is blood still warm for the body. Whether animal or something else I cannot say, the foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. By all the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, send me toppling over into the red ocean below. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must skim this out, crawling on all fours like a good animal, holding my screams, lest any foul center of my mouth. Cut my life into pieces. I lurch forward to the last resort. Red waters, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I go out of the room to freedom. This is so much text, goddamn. At the end of that. Okay. Fuck.
I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain from comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast.
How do they know what china is?
Don't worry about it.
As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest.
Dinner.
Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned.
Requiem for a dream. Ba ba. Ba 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 ba.
I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself.
I'm definitely giving this fucking feast a 1-star review on Yelp.
Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead before the meal began.
Yeah, this does sound like a terrible...
Or if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasped frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper.
Whoa.
I
Is that an
squeaked
Evan
out the
Christianity
dim
reference?
corridors. The water has risen to my chin, and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. Noise?
Noise, yeah.
Nose. Nose. Come on.
You... Whoa, you dumb bast!
Shouts Dizzy. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him.
Oh my god, he's dead!
This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Game over.
You're
Wait,
fucking...
that's... That was us he was calling a dumb bastard.
Yes, he was.
Oh my god, you're fucking real.
Alright, I'm gonna go get something to drink since I'm reading this.
It just got fucking real, man.
Wait, oh my god. Oh no, we have to do
Wait. Okay, wait, do we have to... Wait.
We don't have to do the first part all over again.
Thank god.
What the fuck? On this episode of Near
Oh
Death...
my fucking god, I hate it so much.
On this episode of Near Death Experience, our fucking throats die.
Proceed north.
Yeah.
Against all hope, we make it to the front door.
Oh,
Break
that's
it down! Someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort.
And I start breakdancing on the floor.
In tandem with Dizzy and Grimoire Weiss, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin simmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin.
Classic Yoko Taro right there.
Your dress?
Oh, you.
As wise. Then you are a woman, madam.
What's a woman?
Yes, I am.
Female Sean Connery. Yes, I am.
I prefer the two a smile. I suppose that only comes as something of a surprise. Seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Dizzy is disappointed that the torn dress would be given no further description.
Wow.
But
Man,
he
Yoko
hides
Taro is
well,
calling you Aunt Dizzy.
Jesus.
but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening.
Truly certified Ludo.
But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place.
A sexual awakening.
The awakening of this dick.
Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with a final shroud.
The countless damn souls.
After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as Sades.
Dot 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 dot.
Dot,
Dot, dot, dot,
dot,
dot.
dot, 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 dot.
Like, you have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
There's gonna be a labyrinth next time.
I hear you.
Make sure to save
Oh, I am absolutely fucking saving. Jesus Christ.
yourself.
Oh, that's too late. That is much too late. It's much too late for that. How many of these do we have to do? I think we
Too
just-
many.
Well, we did do 2. Or just far. Does fuck my shit up.
Another victim. This work certainly is trying.
Oh boy, tell me about it.
Yes, trying on our fucking throats. Like, I'm surprised why it's your book. All this one stuff should be right up your alley.
Yes, quite. Well, enough chatter. Let's be off.
Okay, okay, let me do the narration again.
Okay, if you're sure. I can keep going, I don't mind.
Actually, never mind. I started give it a moment's thought. Keep going.
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Dizzy had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they could try to take it in.
Like, why we keep walking, but those things don't seem to be getting any closer. I don't get it. Are they really that big? Or are we really that small?
As Vice considered this answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
The sun looked on them with eternal malice.
Fuck the sun!
The sun
Fuck its
looked
guy.
them right in the eyes as it continued to beat off.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Dizzy nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow. Leaving a trail of sand in its place, he thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface. as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home.
What was that?
What was that?
I don't
Was
know.
what?
Never mind. Let's keep going.
Okay. The heat reflecting from the road made Dizzy lightheaded. Suddenly, he dropped to his knees, then slammed his hands against the black surface.
God damn it!
He said,
Is this some kind of joke? Well, I'm not laughing, man.
the complaining had already begun.
Okay, okay, Yoko Taro, you gotta stop. You're going
This is too meta for me.
this is too meta for me.
Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art.
Oh no, please God, no, not art.
Yeah?
Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work.
Like, come on, man. That's bullshit and you know it.
Possibly, but thinking of it in this way might make easier for you to bear. Dizzy glanced at Weiss's grinning face, cursed silently to himself, and resumed walking. As time passed, Dizzy's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. "We are definitely getting closer," said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion.
In an effort to get closer to his companion, huh?
Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Dizzy lifted his gaze.
All he saw was more sand. Weiss was fucking with him. He decides to wipe his forehead with the pages.
Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance.
Water.
He cried.
It's water, man.
Water, a river of bologna sandwiches and Scooby snacks.
"Water?" asked Weiss. "Preposterous! I don't see any water."
It's right there, idiot. Can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off it.
Without waiting for a response, Dizzy sprang to life and bounded toward the sight. What in there? There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction.
Like, I can't believe I was tricked by myself.
Dizzy closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him, chuckling softly, saying, "Trust no one, not even yourself."
This feels like a dramatized depiction of. This is just me playing Silent Hill 3 and thinking I found a healing item.
"I believe this is known as a mirage," he said. "Many a desert wanderer has spoken of such things." Dizzy shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more.
Dude, another oasis.
Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there.
Dizzy sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Dizzy came to a halt.
I could have sworn it was right around here, man.
Confused, he put his hands up on his eyes and rubbed them vigorously.
He now had bags under his eyes. He forgot his own advice. Now he is doomed with baggy eyes.
As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, simmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour, until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to Dizzy and struck him in the face with his cover.
Considering Weiss is a book, that's a headbutt.
Yes. "You damn blithering idiot! Stop this at once!" "There is no water here!" Dizzy's face clouded.
There isn't.
"There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as such." paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the City of Art.
Like the city of fart.
Dizzy looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end.
Like, they're huge, man.
Cried Dizzy, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours.
Never seen anything so big before. Except for my massive penis.
Alright, there we go. I was waiting for it.
Its sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. Do you get it? The skyscrapers.
Like, what kind of city is this?
Said Dizzy.
Where are the people? Where are the houses, man?
Up your ass.
Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city.
The moral of this story is that gentrification is bad.
Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street.
Gee, I wonder what this could be about. Do you guys know of a city that contains iron crates with wheels on steel rails and carved works with lights of red, amber, and green? I don't know.
As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones.
They found a small edifice with the words "Big Booty Bitches Strip Club."
Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials that they had never seen before. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to these abstract works around them, Dizzy and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures of the shape of humans. Dizzy uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them.
Like, finally, I was getting tired of modern art, man.
The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into the right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final read Gamma.
Whoa, it's the disorder reviews rating system, man.
Oh no, fuck off. We're stopping right now. This is too much. This is too fucking much. I can't fucking believe this. No fucking way.
As Dizzy moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words.
Oh, the scam.
And the scat bird. Only one form is real. The others are false. The real form will always speak the truth.
Is this just a fucking, like, high school fucking riddle compilation?
Yes.
The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues settled to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe.
Whoa, hey, look at that, man. They're alive.
The triplets bowed low before Dizzy.
This is the only moment of respect Dizzy has ever gotten in his entire existence.
And in real life.
Please, said Alpha, the wolf. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real,
Stop lying!
said Beta. He turned to Dizzy and threw his hands in the air.
Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one.
What a load of crap, said
Wait,
Gamma.
I can do Gamma.
Okay.
What a load of What a load of crap.
said Gamma.
Beta is the fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
Their respective pleas given, the three statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city.
The absolute state of America. The absolute state, yeah.
When consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. Dizzy furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false one will only speak lies.
Okay, so let me... Good thing I took a screenshot. Let's suppose Alpha says the truth. So... So that would mean Beta and Gamma, when they say they're real, they would both be lying, so they would both be fake. Beta saying Alpha is fake would be fake because Alpha is telling the truth. There may be a contradiction because Gamma says Beta is fake, and we had established before that Beta would be fake. So there may be a contradiction here. So let's say Beta.
No, there isn't.
Is it not?
Well, Gamma
There
is
isn't.
not entirely telling the truth.
If Gamma is lying, then Beta isn't fake, and he isn't real. If Beta is saying that Alpha is fake, and he's the real one, he's telling the truth, because then Gamma wouldn't be saying that Beta is a fake if he's not lying.
Remember, one says the truth, the other two say lie.
Yeah, no, you were just talking fast, and I got lost.
Gamma is the one that's giving you the answer.
Yeah, okay, so Gamma says Beta is fake, and Gamma is the only real one.
No, wouldn't it be Beta?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
because-
yes. As in Gamma is
Yeah.
giving us the answer that it is Beta. Yeah, no, okay, I get what you mean.
Because Alpha is not. Yeah, because Alpha is not telling that Gamma is fake, so it's not a circle.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas Beta is making a contradictory statement with stop lying. So the answer is Gamma.
No, the answer is Beta.
Hold on. I'm going
If-
by elimination, just like going through the process of. Okay, so let's say Beta is telling the truth.
Yes.
He says Alpha is fake. Alpha says he's real. We suppose that Alpha is lying, so there's no contradiction here. Beta says he's real. Okay, so Gamma says Beta is fake. We assume that what Gamma is saying is fake. So there's no contradiction here, and once again there's no contradiction with him saying he's the only real one because we assume he's lying. So there are no contradictions here. If we assume Alpha would be real, there would be a contradiction because we'd be assuming that Beta is fake. We'd be assuming that Beta and Gamma are lying, but there's a contradiction because we assume that Beta is lying when he says he's real, but Gamma says Beta is fake, which would be correct. He wouldn't be entirely telling the truth, but he would be partially telling the truth, and I think there will be a contradiction here. Similarly, if we assume that Gamma is telling the truth, he would be saying Beta is fake.
I'll put it simply. The liars always lie, so both of their statements must be false.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was supposing. If we assume Beta is the one telling the truth, the statements said by the other two are all wrong.
Yes,
Yeah, so exactly, it's Beta.
the answer is Beta. That's you, Vice.
The real one is Beta, man.
Though Dizzy's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice in his dry tone of a lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now, let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta the liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two Satyrs telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be the real. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more.
We have saved the beta male.
Man, I can't believe Yokotaro predicted the beta rating that Mr. Disorder was going to give the soundtrack to this game.
Congratulations, villager, said Weiss in a cheerful tone. The time to awaken has arrived.
Thank you for saving me.
Cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could before an uncomfortable dizzy pulled him to his feet. Why do you have a dream like this? Asked Weiss. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head.
I don't think so. I mean, wait, hold on. Number 15. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before.
Deja vu. You've just been in this place before.
It's just like that damn mayor.
The vague sense of unease that struck Dizzy during the mayor's dream spread once more to his mind.
Okay, that was terrible.
I am positive I have never seen, no wait. I am positive I have seen that place before.
Stop. Oh god, sorry, something throat. Like, stop it. I get enough of that. Oh god, I've completely lost
I get
it.
enough promoting crap from everyone else in my life. Don't you start too. Okay. Then, now all the villagers can wake up, right?
God.
Yes, if the mayor's assumption is correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime, thank you very much.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, let's go see the mayor.
Well, it's a good thing this village just has 3 people living in it.
Oh my fuck.
Some village you're the mayor of here, Mr. Mayor.
It's
Go
an
talk
easy-
to the mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor.
The mayor.
Mayor.
I've got to talk to this damn mayor.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
For you.
Oh, George Michael's 1987 hit single.
Yes.
The fact that you could pull that out of your ass is just like, what the fuck?
Holy crap, I can really have this.
Go outside, touch some grass.
It's apparently a weapon of some renown. We have little use of it.
We have little use for a gay man's music in this village. Well, that's really bigoted, but I guess I appreciate the gift.
Thank you all again for everything.
You come again.
Jesus fucking Christ. We spent like fucking 90 fucking minutes just fucking
Reading?
reading.